I'm Anil Kumar, sharing with you an excellent question from previous test paper. It is on product of functions, question 19. Let f of x equals to mx square plus 2x plus 5 and g of x equals to 2x square minus nx minus 2 and h of x equals to f of x times g of x, that means product of function. Determine f of x and g of x if the points 1 minus 40 and minus 124 satisfy h of x. That is the question. You can pause the video, answer the question, and then look into my suggestion. Now let's first write down what the function is, which is h of x, right? Which is product of these two functions, f of x times g of x, right? It is f of x times, let me write times as this, g of x. Okay. Now f of x is mx square plus 2x plus 5 and g of x is 2x square minus nx minus 2. Now here m and n are unknown, but we can find them since we know that this function passes through point 1 minus 40 and minus 124, right? So let us first consider the point 1 minus 40. So what does it mean? So we are considering the point 1 minus 40. It means that for the value of 1, that means h of 1 is equals to minus 40. That's what it means. So let's substitute 1 here. So we get m1 square is 1 plus 2 plus 5, right? And on this side we get 2 minus n minus 2. H of 1 is minus 40, so we get minus 40 equals 2. We can simplify this, m plus 7. And on this side, 2 minus 2 is 0, we get minus n. This is when we use the point 1 minus 40. If I use the second point, which is minus 124, in that case I can get second equation, right? So h of minus 1 is going to be replacing x with minus 1. So we get m minus 1 square is plus 1, but if I replace x with minus 1 I get minus 2, so we get minus 2 plus 5, and on this side we get 2, minus 1 square is positive 1, but minus 1 makes this positive, so it is plus n minus 2. So h of minus 1 is 24, so we get 24 equals to m plus 3 times 2. 2 minus 2 is 0, so n, right? So that is what we get, and that gives us two different equations. So the first equation which we have got is this, and the second one is here, right? There are two unknowns. Using these two equations we can always calculate the values of the unknown, right? So let me write down these equations once again, and then to find the value what we can do is we can divide one equation by the other. In that case we'll eliminate n and we can find m. So that is the strategy. I hope you appreciate. Okay, so what we are going to do here is we are going to divide equation 1 by equation 2. Okay, see what happens when we do that. So in that case, in the left side we get minus 40 divided by 24 equals to, we have here m plus 7 times minus n divided by m plus 3 times n. That is what we get. Now we can simplify. We can cancel the n's, right? So let's do it on the right side now. Dividing both by 8, we get minus, so we are dividing both by 8. Simplify this fraction. Minus 5 divided by 8 times 3 is 24 is equals to m plus 7 divided by m plus 3, and n divided by n with a minus sign gives us minus 1, correct? So that is what we get. Now we can cross multiply, and as you can see minus and minus cancel out, right? So let us cross multiply, simplify. So we have 5 times m plus 3 equals to 3 times m plus 7, 5m plus 15 equals to 3m plus 21. Let's bring m together. It's a question of simplifying now. and we have 21 minus 15, that is 2m, right? And that is 6. So m is equals to 6 divided by 2 or 3. So once you get the value of n, you can always find n. Let's call this equation number 3. So you can use any of your previous equations. Let's use this equation 2, which is 24 equals to, m is 3 for us. We'll write 3 plus 3 times n, right? So what we did at this stage is that we substituted 3 in 2, correct? So once you do that, you get n as equals to 24 divided 3 plus 3 is 6, right? So 24 divided by 6 is 4. So n is 4 for you. Now once you know m and n, let me call this equation 4. Okay, then you can write what the functions are, right? So now we can say f of x is equals to, m is 3 for us, so it is 3x squared plus 2x plus 5, and g of x is equals to 2x squared minus, n is 4, 4x minus 2, right? So that is what these functions are. I hope you understand the method, right? That is how it should be done. Now this is a test problem which I have seen in a couple of test papers, right? So you should go through this once again, try to understand the strategy, and I hope that helps you in your own test. Thank you and all the best.